Oh, hi there. Welcome back to the Painscreek Killings. I was just adjusting my notes a bit, trying to tie them up, and it was a good idea because I calculated Trisha's year of birth incorrectly. When I subtracted 21 from 1995, I somehow landed on 84. And when I was double checking the cemetery footage, I noticed that she was born in 1974. With that, we will need to revisit the mansion and go over the codes and safes again. Maybe now we will be able to open something. Then I've been trying to make the family tree or relationship tree, however you wish to call it. And we know that Charles Roberts was so he had his mother's anniversary being celebrated, visiting her grave and such, but not his father's, Gary Roberts, and it's sus. And then so Trisha is dead, Vivian is dead, Gary and Magdalena dead. Never saw Charles's grave though. That's something to ponder. Still have no idea who Mrs. Pattinson is, who should have the key to Oliver's photo studio. And I think this is it. With that, let's try continue from the church. How many people died in 1995? I know that it's locked. Let me... So 1974, right? So what if that will be November 74? Is it November? No, it's June. No. Okay. Diary. April 6, 1985. Father Matthew picked me up from the orphanage today. He said I will be staying with him for now and I can call him Dad if that's okay with me. On Monday, he will bring me to sign something. He says that after the signing, my name is not just Scott, but Scott Brooks. So Father Matthew Brooks. I'm so glad I now have a name. Oh shit, I now have a home. Sorry. Friday, May 3rd, 1985. Almost a month. Father Matthew brought me to the attic today. There are so many wooden toys and he made them all himself. He asked me to choose one that I liked. I chose the toy plane. It looked so cool. He says he can teach me carpentry when I'm a bit older. He even made a secret space for me in my room so I can put my special treasures inside. I love Father Matthew. And that is probably the date on the plane, May 3rd, 1985, right? Yep. June 6, 1985, so yet another month. The older boys are always bullying me. They called me a bastard child and a weirdo. They said that's why my own parents didn't want me. What does bastard mean? June 23rd. Father Matthew says I should be patient, but they threw stones at me. Father Matthew cleaned my wounds. It's painful. Father Matthew told me to forgive and forget. He said they don't know what they're doing. I like Father Matthew, but I hate the boys. Trisha defended me today. The boys walked away when she said her dad is going to catch them and put them in jail. I want to be like Trisha's father. I want to be the next Charles Roberts. That way, no one will ever bully me. This is... I mean, he's a child, okay? He's, what, 11 years old? 10 years old. Um, but this is a concerning line. Let's put it this way. September 15th, 1985. 2 months. Derek is always there whenever Trisha invites me to play. Derek? Derek Tyler, the chauffeur? He's 5 years older than me. He's like your bodyguard or something like that. And he's really good at drawing. He gave me one of his drawings today. He says he only gives drawings to friends. I wish I could draw like him. Maybe I can make a wooden toy car for his next birthday. So he met her on July 12th. The first time that he met Trisha. No, it's when she defended him. July 12th. 11/12? Nah. Secret space to put your toys. You are not talking about the safe, are you? You probably are. Yeah. Alright. Bathroom situation. Does that look like a secret door? The Jungle Book. Rudyard Kipling. It's so nice to see a shelf with not generic books, but the books that are actually different. The story of Tonti. We've seen it with the sheriff, by the way. William Shakespeare. But none of these books are being highlighted or anything, so I'm not sure if one of them is a secret book or not. Why do you have 3 pictures of Dorian Gray? Now that is where this bookshelf falls apart. I mean, that's 4, and that's another 3. Why do you have 7 pictures of Dorian Gray? Father Calvin is the previous person. Okay. And left-handed dude, is that Bernard? In any case, make a photo of it. Final court appearance. Choir practice for Sunday Mass. Final court appearance. October 12th. 10/12. I know, October 22nd. Yeah. And we have seen this one, right? Oh, it's a different one, okay. Scott Brooks pleads not guilty to killing ex-mayor's wife, Vivian Roberts. So the final court was in October. In November, less than a month, he passes away. Many other suspect denies killing former employer. Former employer? Scott Brooks, the adopted son of Father Matthew Brooks of Painscreek Trinity Church, pled not guilty in court yesterday. According to Scott, he met with Vivian in the woods that night but went home after their meeting and did not step out of his cabin for days. When he left her, Vivian was still alive. When asked why he met with Vivian, Scott's answer was that they met to discuss about personal matters and it was only between the two of them. Scott denied further questioning, stating only that he had nothing to do with Vivian's murder, that whoever killed Vivian must have committed the crime after he had left. As to why Scott was at his cabin for days after Vivian was killed, Scott explained that he did not even know that Vivian had been murdered. Staying at the cabin is just something he has always done, that he feels at ease while at home. Scott is currently detained in the county jail. No bail has been set for his release, and that's at this point. But that must be... yeah, Matthew and Scott. Years ago. Noise. I returned the tools back to the storage room. Which day Scott got adopted? April 6. 0406. Nope. Okay, storage room can wait a bit. Don't see much over here. No. Where was the storage room? Somewhere here. Scott's things. I mean, of course you're locked, but like, come on. I know where I can use this thing. The limb gem. I need the key. I presume the key is in the safe. And none of the dates that I know so far work on a safe, so the safe will have to wait. Instead, we will be returning to the manor or mansion. This is 43 Silver Lake Boulevard. And I should be able to enter it, by the way. Nope. Okay. Address has been noted down. So the town got abandoned. I can understand that. But why are some of these doors boarded up, and some are not. Okay, I guess that's personal preference of a person. Personal preference of a person, yes. When they leave their house behind. Okay. Now, Slim Jim is massive because we should be able to open the car then. But as I said, why am I running so slow now? Okay. Um, See, we don't have that many code locks. This is 5 combination, yes. Six digit combination was in the gallery. Over here. And that was 61174. Ah, god damn it. Security. God damn it. I mean, again, maybe the shed. Again, this is still a stretch. I never made a photo of any calendar, did I? Don't you find it sus? Okay, no. There is another damage. 1974. They met in 85, right? Yeah, I'm trying to brute force it, and that's a bad approach. Let's utilize the Slim Jim. Just got to make it to the car. And then break into it. Yeah, I absolutely feel like I'm running way faster out here. Does it disappear? It does not. Stephen Moss. Stephen Moss is our gentleman from room 201, right? EPI Union license. Member of the Worldwide Private Investigators Union. That is so believable. Some numbers. Born June 3rd, 1947. Was issued in 1996 in January. Interesting. The secret lies with her. She looks like a patient in a hospital. March 13, 1997 to PI Steve Moss. I came across your name through a close friend of mine. He highly recommended you, saying you are a person of integrity and a very reliable investigator. I would like for you to investigate the case which happened in 1995 in a town called Painscreek of the murder of Vivian Roberts. I was there when it happened. The body had been placed in front of the mansion gates for everyone to see. A few days later, Scott Brooks was apprehended as a suspect. However, there wasn't enough evidence and he was soon released. 18 months later, the police filed Vivian's case as unsolved. I've tried to forget everything, but I just can't. I simply want to know the truth. I have enclosed a copy of the threat letter that Vivian received the day she died. I hope it helps. For safety purposes, I would like to remain anonymous at this time. I will give you the first payment in good faith that you will agree to my offer. When the case is solved, I will pass you the rest of the payment. I know what you did. Meet me by the well at midnight. You know which one. Come alone. What the? March 26. Yeah, okay, after you probably accepted the case, eh? The investigation progress is slow. I've tried to reach people, but many of them have left Painscreek and those who still remain are starting to move out. I found some evidence showing that things aren't what they seem. The media didn't have it right. I need to interview some people who worked at the mansion. I've been too wary and haven't reached out yet. Matthew seems to be Scott's legal parent. Still won't talk to him yet. I'll have to visit St. Patrick's orphanage tomorrow. It's a day's drive from here. I know Scott found something there. There is something not quite right with all of this. March 30th. Vivian married Charles in 1971. After the marriage, she became vice president of the Roberts Mining Company. It went into a slump after the mining accident in 1973. But her resilience to not give up led to her rebuilding the company from the ground up. She supported local businesses, such as the Painscreek Community Hospital, to revitalize the small village. Looks like she was publicly very active. Too active? She was taken to the Painscreek Community Hospital for an emergency operation in 1974. Trisha Roberts was born just before that. Vivian was hospitalized for a few months. She was reliant on Dr. Henry Johnson during that period. Security room 025241 mentioned. Thank you. That was it, right? I do still have a Slim Jim and I still have a car parked in front of the church. It was not here, was it? No. It was somewhere else. Nice cozy courtyard. Oh, I arrived. Okay, the glove box is something that we can... okay. Can you not? Probably not. I need to check. Oh, damn it. I need to check the glove box of the other guy as well then. Hmm. Oh well. Did you say enter? No, you said open. And there is a bloody handprint over there. And you need to... Son of a gun. Is this a part of... Yes, so it's not a bobby pin or anything. Sad. Oh well. Well, we do have a security room number. Security... Yeah, room code. That is a development, and I am happy to have such a development. No, Stephen Moss, private investigator. 02 52 41. Yes! Key room. Trisha's room. Nanny room. Keys. Security desk logbook. March 18, 1994. Someone ran through the garden last night. A man about 5'5", wearing a hooded sweater, climbed the fence wall into the garden. He proceeded to run into the backyard and jumped over the back wall. March 25. A new stack of VHS tapes have arrived. Please use the new tapes instead of recording all the existing ones. April 6. I came across a note by Magdalene Roberts stuck between one of the old logbooks. It was requesting the search of a missing security tape dated June 28, 1975. It seems the tape was never found. We need to add it to the list of mysteries. But Magdalene? Okay, that's an old note. Yeah, right. Sorry, that was stupid. Tape dated June 28. It's funny that he passed away almost 2 months. 2 months or 1 month? 2 months after this date. Anyway, VHS June 28, 75. Okay. May 28th, 1994. We have a new security guard coming in today. His name is Samuel Green. Tom Parker will be his mentor to get him up to speed. Samuel and Tom. Okay, a few new names that I will need to write down and process later. Andrew came to the mansion at around 11 p.m. He was very drunk. Andrew Reed. The gardener. July 4th. We know that Andrew Reed We don't have exact date of his death, do we? No, we do. I just did not write it down. Damn it. He was very drunk. Scott was cold. He arrived around 11:15 and brought Andrew home. Today, okay, August 12th. Today marks Tom Parker's 20th year since he started work at the mansion. He will be retiring from his position next month to take care of his ailing wife. That seems important. That Tom Parker started working at the mansion 20th. Start work. August 12th. 74. November 2nd. There is a strange tale going around Painscreek recently. Stephanie, a 6-year-old girl, got lost during Halloween. Apparently, she followed some fireflies in the woods and could not get back home. Her parents called the sheriff. They conducted a search but could not find her. 2 hours later, Stephanie got home safe and sound. When asked how she found her way back, Stephanie said a young lady found her crying and brought her back. She didn't know the lady's name but remembered her being pretty and having long black hair. She was wearing a black dress, similar to what the mansion maids wear at work. The strange thing is that when I asked around, all the maids said they were working that evening. Add to the list of mysteries. Kind lady, black dress. Sure. A few VHS tapes. And I cannot play any of them. Employee Bernard Hopkins. Date of birth November 15, 1944. 31 Silver Lake Boulevard. Oh, that is important. I need to write it all down. Okay. Derek Tyler. He is the caretaker. No, he's, yeah, chauffeur, okay. He is at 43 Silver Lake Boulevard. Yes, I previously tried to access Bernard's home, didn't I? Okay, I will probably write it all down later and right now so that we do not take a lot of time. No, I wanted to take only one, thank you very much. And Wanda Tyler unfortunately passed away. Yes, currently hospitalized. She will resume her work when discharged. Yeah. 43 Silver Lake Boulevard, so same, okay. Andrew Reed, 7 Black Pine Road, yes. Hardworking and trusted by Vivian. Dorothy Pattinson. It is with Mrs. Pattinson, right? Yes. And she lives at 40 Black Pine Road. Okay. is the head servant, longest hired employee at the Roberts family. Mary Martinez, still waiting for photo. Previously worked at Mon Cafe. The fact that we do not see a photo is very sus. 3rd March 93, okay. Is this something that I will have? That's a security logbook. A worker list, okay, I do have it. That is good. In terms of keys, I have... Why did you do this to me? You could have marked T, Trisha, and Nanny. This T, Trisha, Nanny's room. Well, the last one is gonna be a doozy to find out. I feel like the head servant is the caretaker as well. So let's see, maybe one of them will fit. Yep. Well, it's gonna be easier with the other two keys then. January 31st, 1996. Dear Charles, I have worked here for more than 20 years, and I'm so glad that I was able to spend time here with everyone. I greatly appreciate the opportunities you gave me and the time I spent with Trisha. She was everything to me, and she loved me. She smiled whenever I called her. I wish I could have given her more. Despite what has happened here in Painscreek, there are moments of pure joy that we've all shared together. I will hold on to these memories. I'm sorry that I'm leaving and won't be able to serve you anymore. Thank you for everything. Please take care of yourself. Dorothy and Trisha. September 23rd, 1994. I can't believe that Andrew tried to kill himself again. Thank God for Scott. I cannot imagine what would have happened if Scott wasn't there to save him. Andrew was never like this when Laura and Daniel were here. Even as his wife, I doubt Laura has any idea why Andrew turned out this way. Okay. Son and wife, yes. I can't blame her for leaving him and taking their son. I wonder if they've contacted each other since then. October 10. I visited Andrew at the hospital today. He seemed different. He looked calm, as if he had somehow managed to find peace within himself. The attending nurse said Scott has been here almost every day taking care of him and being with him. Andrew has been talking a lot with Scott. Andrew told me he's ready to see Laura and Daniel again. I'm glad to hear that. I should call Laura and tell her the good news. February 13. Scott came to fix my leaking sink today. He did a wonderful job. I offered him tea and we talked quite a bit, mostly about Charles and Vivian. I showed him my old photo album. To my surprise, Scott became very quiet. He asked me if he could borrow one of the photographs. I don't see why not. He thanked me and left in a hurry. Why? Photo to worry Scott. Oh, and I should call Laura and tell her about Andrew's situation. June 19. It's ironic that Andrew died shortly after being saved. I met Laura and Daniel at Andrew's funeral today. Daniel reminded me of Andrew. I can't believe he's already 15 years old. Last I saw him, he was only 7. Laura said Andrew has been sending them money these last few years. He had been considering to return to Painscreek so they could be together again. If only I had called Laura before the fire accident. I feel so sorry for them. Oh, come on, you're telling me I cannot open this thing? Why do you have Two diaries. Wow, that's the old one, okay. November 20th. There's a newly hired maid named Sophia. Damn it, I had this name somewhere. Uh, Sophia is the one that Andrew was seeing, right? I think Matthew recommended her, saying that she's his cousin. She's very pretty and has very good manners. She's a quick learner too and does whatever she's told to do. She's very eager, asking a lot on what she should do, how she should act when Charles and Vivian are present, how to be perfect at her job. I like her already. March 1073. The guys delivering food to the mansion were gawking at Sophia as if they've never seen a pretty girl before. I had to ask Sophia to go back into the house, otherwise someone might have funny ideas. Her uniform needs a little more cover. June 20, 1973. Matthew sometimes comes over and checks to see if Sophia is doing okay. I tell him he's worrying too much, that Sophia is loved by all. Matthew seems pleased every time I say this. If I didn't know better, I think that Matthew liked her. September 24. It rained heavily today. Sophia and I were having our tea break when she asked me, "What does it feel to be loved?" I said, "Well, it's like the feeling you get when you are with your parents." She was quiet for a moment and then replied, "It's hard for me to imagine because I don't have parents." I didn't know what to say to her at that time, but after the break was over, I decided to make effort to care for her more. Leaking sink. Okay, yep, okay. Yep. So nothing in here, okay. Alrighto. Let's go and check the tea room. Nope. Is it important when the place item? Probably the winding key. Okay, then I will not note that I'm down because maybe I still need to work with it. Hello, beauty. Vivian Roberts' diary. April 28th, 1972. Charles is running for election. I talked to Wilson and Edwards, and they have both agreed to support us. I don't think they are doing this to solely gain business benefits. Rather, they believe in Charles. Their support will help boost morale for our party. It's our anniversary today, June 30, 1972. Charles invited me to my favorite restaurant. It was a complete surprise and I was so happy. I thought he might have forgotten. After dinner, we spent the rest of the evening walking along the beach. We talked as if we were teenagers in love. I could not remember the last time I felt this carefree. Anniversary, that would be 06 30 70 something. Magdalene is coming. What should I do? She's always asking when we'll be having kids. I don't think I'm ready yet. Not when I'm still recovering from the miscarriage. August 9. October 13, 72. Edward called today and tried to push me in favor of a business agreement that we discussed months ago. I rejected his request since it will breach the trust agreement between our companies. I didn't expect him to threaten me by backing out from supporting Charles. If that will happen, so be it. I would rather lose his support than to make deals with people with no integrity. Any secret compartments in this desk? There is a bunch of hate mail stored in here. How does it feel to ruin the lives of many? Atlas, which you don't deserve to live. Maybe that's related to mine? Well, we do have exquisite key right here. Shitballs. Okay. Nelson and Brown investigation from February 17, 1993. Investigation on Painscreek Community Hospital donation funds. Dear Mrs. Vivian Roberts, our latest investigation shows that Dr. Henry Johnson has been embezzling funds from the Roberts Relief Foundation. He's sending apportioned amount to an offshore private account under the name of Jefferson Investments LLC. Every 5th of the month, an exact amount of $9,990 is being transferred, supposedly for the payment of medical supplies and equipment. However, neither the equipment nor the medical supplies could be accounted for. This has been going on for the past 16 months. As of now, the total amount embezzled nears $160,000. The dude died on 28th of June. Okay. I am being confused between my own notes and making photos in the game, so I end up having information nowhere, which is obviously horrible. So Vivian has a key right next to her diary. Why? Could it be from her own room? Because I suspect that her room is over there. Yes! Yes! Okay. Oh, you... How dare you? Oh, hello there. 201. What are you doing here? Yeah, this is my recent diary. January 2nd. 1994. Andrew came and told me he didn't need an assistant. He said Scott is too inexperienced and is a burden to him. What he hasn't realized is that the garden has not been maintained well over the past few months and that his drunk behavior is irritating. And that Scott is actually doing more work than he is. Scott is a fast learner. He should be up to speed in no time. Charles was the one who insisted on hiring him anyways. Charles likes the boy. They've been hunting together quite a number of times and Charles always seems happy with his company. I just don't understand his love for hunting. He sometimes spends more time in his hunting cabin than he does at home. January 3rd. I was shocked to learn that Scott has been asking around about Sophia. How did he know about Sophia? Who could have told him? It must be Andrew, that drunk. I told him Sophia is gone. Those hallucinations of his is getting worse. He needs to see Henry and get more pills. I'll need to have Bernard keep an eye on Scott. From now on, I'll try and see who he talks to, who he asks. What happened with Sophia? So, there was a photo that worried Scott. Could it be that he saw Sophia there? April 8th. Called Oliver and asked if he could be the main photographer for the Easter fundraising event. When he asked what the funds will be used for, I told him it will be used to raise awareness of Painscreek to promote our town's tourism. After listening, he agreed to help. When asked how much he would charge, he simply said it would be free. I was surprised. I appreciate his contribution for the town. April 12th. The deal with Harvard Medical came through just as I anticipated. Instead of being happy, I feel empty. Am I getting numb from work, or is it that I don't care anymore? May 14th. Our dinner tonight was quiet. Charles didn't eat much. He asked me about my day, but I didn't want to talk about it. As a matter of fact, I don't want to talk to him much these days. Trisha was silent as well. She's distancing herself from me. I can feel it. She used to confide in me about everything. Now we hardly talk. Is stopping her from seeing Scott wrong? July 6. I don't want Trisha to be near Scott anymore. Of all the men in this world, why would Trisha pick him? This is unacceptable. Um, Milady, have you been concerned that Scott is an orphan? Is that what's going on here? That feels like it can go over here. I'm so happy that I did not, like, I managed to notice this thing, because otherwise I would have been confused where the heck should I use it. Um, exactly 3:30 p.m., right? Or was it 3:20? It was 3:20. June 18, 1975. Yeah, my brain is a mush. I'm trying to remember if this date is significant somehow, or this year is significant. I mean, this is when Magdalena passed away, right? June 18. What is the VHS tape that she was looking for? From June 28. And this is from June 18. And this is to Vivian from the doctor, Henry Johnson, right? I'm not writing to you as your doctor, but as a friend. I know you had your suspicions about Charles. Now that his affair is revealed, there is no point beating around the bush. If you want to protect yourself and Trisha, there is only one way. You have to make Sophia and the baby leave Charles. They need to be moved away from Painscreek. You will of course have to compensate for her leaving. As for Charles, he will need to know that having his affair publicly known will destroy his political status. People are not so forgiving when the mayor they trust is involved in such a scandal. I figure that Charles will try to add the child into the family registry. I would do the same if I were him. It is a boy after all, and the child will be able to continue the family line. If that should happen, I cannot imagine what will happen to you, Henry Johnson. Vivian, I have given careful thought to your request, and here is my answer. I have provided a new prescription for your mother-in-law, Magdalene. It is 3 times the strength of your usual dosage. Detailed instructions will be sent with the medicine. Should you decide to do it, you will need to administer the medicine carefully so no one suspects anything. Call me if you have any questions. Make sure no one else is in the mansion ingests any of it. So, Scott is Charles' son from Sophia. After Vivian learns about the affair, she pushes Sophia and Scott away, but Scott is orphaned, so we don't know what happens to Sophia. Maybe she dies. And eventually, Scott is adopted by Father Matthew and returns to Painscreek. Now, he starts to meet with Trisha. He learns about Sophia and he starts to ask around. And that is how Vivian realizes what happens. And yeah, that's kind of tricky. That tricky is not the correct word. That Scott was seeing Trisha, given the unknown relation to each other. But I also presume that Magdalene wanted, or maybe she was against this plan, and maybe she wanted to make stuff public, or maybe she did not want for Charles to push Sophia away with the child. Vivian not being happy, um, arranged with Henry Johnson to adjust her medication and kill Magdalene. Vivian, you treasonous son of a bitch. Christ almighty, that looks like a blood trick, and that's just like the... Cool. But what about the lower one? Seriously? Yeah, okay. Wait. Trisha requested that all her books be brought to her room in the hospital. Yeah, we know that Trisha passed away, so Trisha's room was in the hospital. Cabin key. Which cabin? They do mention like the cabin and stuff, but like where? I haven't been in this part, so maybe there is something over there. November 13th, 1988. Scott's a strange kid. Very quiet. I don't think it's right for the other boys to bully him and call him names. I wonder why Scott's parents didn't want him. January 6th, 89. I don't like after-school programs, especially ballet. It's difficult and boring and I hate proper etiquette. What's wrong with being myself? I don't need to be like mom. August 3rd. What the heck? Anyway, August 3rd. I haven't seen Dad for a while. I wonder when he'll be back. Every time I enter the study room, I can smell his tobacco smell. It's the perfect reminder when he's gone for so long. I miss Dad. Mom's always working. She's so busy with other people that she has no time for me. Sometimes I wonder if Mom loves me. Maybe I should call Dorothy mother instead. Yeah, for a second I was confused if Trisha was the bastard child, and that might be why Vivian doesn't like her. But no, we know from the previous diary that the bastard child is a boy, so that's Scott. Let's confirm that this is an established event. 44871. Okay, well, I assume study is the room. Now that we just had one security key, this whole mansion just falls apart. Alright. Can you please give me that thing? Yes, first floor. Oh, attic is above the garage. Okay. Master bedroom. Locked door. What are these? Bathroom and gallery. Let's go to the gallery. Okay. That feels like it was redesigned because there is a passage to the sports hall over there. But then, what about this corner? I've been to the laundry room. Yes. This is no clue. Family room, library, study, wine cellar, dining. I mean, that all more or less checks out. Study room. Yeah. There's supposed to be another room over here. Yep. Yep. Okay, this thing is just feels like a dead giveaway. So we just need to find a medical health encyclopedia. Pine smoke. Vivian Roberts' medical report from 1974. Dr. D. Charles Roberts. Vivian's situation is currently stabilizing. She has accepted the fact that she cannot conceive anymore. However, she needs time to fully recover and a 6-month rehabilitation is necessary. Your presence at the hospital has been noted to upset her. This only helps prolong her recovery. I'm suggesting that you try and refrain from visiting your wife until she is in a better state to receive you. Your mother's desire for a boy to be an heir to your family has caused tremendous strain on her. Please consider addressing this issue with your mother. Painscreek Community Hospital regards a patient's recovery as the highest priority. Our staff will do their very best to help Vivian. I apologize for any inconvenience this may cause you. This could be why indeed 2 and 5. This might be the reason why Vivian didn't like Trisha, because it's the only child that she was able to bear, and it's a daughter, not a son. The pressure to have a male heir is what probably drove it all. Knight 5, 1, 2. Okay. Okay. This goes over here. want me to select 2 books, right? How many? Interesting. Do we have a chessboard somewhere else in the house? Knight 5, pawn 2. Hmm. Which room is that? Maid room? That's the guest room. Hmm. Conundrum. I wonder if there was a chess piece somewhere that I missed. Hmm. Nope. No other chess piece over here, right? Oh, 4 right, 6 left, 3 right. 4 right, 6 left, 3 right. 4 right, 6 left, 3 right. Oh, that was such a trippy effect, but... Hey, secret room. Now, oh, before we proceed with this room, I would like to actually wrap it up. I think we're making a very good progress. I'm very pleased that we now have some extra stuff to do and research in the mansion. That is a very pleasant development. Um, we need to find out where the cabin is. We need to go back to Anne's courtyard because we now have an extra key over there. I will need to go over the footage and extract more information from it and try to uh, structure it in a notebook, because I have at this moment two different pages. One is just everything as thoughts come in, they pour on paper, and the other way I actually tried to draw the family tree, relations between people, try to note down the servants of the mansion. Um, yeah, we'll need to write down the addresses as well, because, well, at least Bernard's, because we can visit him now. And yeah, we'll be going further. For now, thank you so much for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. And if that is the case, then please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. Hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.